The idea of a wedding night often brings to mind images of celebration, intimacy, and the start of a beautiful life together. But in Amish traditions, things unfold in a way that might surprise most people. The Amish are known for their simple lifestyle, strong faith, and tight-knit communities, but their approach to marriage is anything but conventional. So what makes their wedding night so different? First, let's start with the wedding day itself. Amish weddings are typically held on a Tuesday or Thursday in late fall, after the harvest season. This timing is practical, ensuring everyone can attend without interrupting the demands of farm life. The ceremony is modest and rooted in faith, often lasting several hours and including sermons, hymns, and vows exchanged in the local dialect. It's a deeply spiritual event, but it's what happens after the vows that really sets their traditions apart. Unlike the extravagant receptions most of us are familiar with, the Amish wedding celebration is focused on community. Guests gather for a meal that's simple yet abundant, prepared by family and friends. There's no dancing or loud music. Instead, there's laughter, heartfelt conversations, and a genuine sense of togetherness. By the time the day ends, the bride and groom may be exhausted, but the wedding night is far from the private affair you might expect. In Amish culture, privacy isn't prioritized the same way it is in mainstream society, especially during major life events. Newlyweds typically don't rush off to a secluded honeymoon suite. Instead, they spend the first night of their marriage in the bride's family home. But it doesn't stop there. Often they'll share a bedroom with other unmarried siblings, sleeping on separate beds. This practice might seem strange, but it's deeply tied to the community's values of modesty and family bonding. This approach reflects the Amish belief that marriage is less about romance and more about partnership, faith, and building a strong family unit. It's not that affection doesn't exist, it's just expressed in quieter, more understated ways. The first night of marriage is seen as an extension of the couple's connection to their families and their faith, rather than a time for personal indulgence. But the uniqueness of Amish traditions doesn't end there. In the days following the wedding, the newlyweds embark on what's known as the honeymoon phase. Unlike the luxurious trips or exotic getaways we often imagine, this honeymoon involves traveling to visit relatives and friends. The couple spends weeks going from house to house, thanking everyone who attended the wedding and accepting gifts, usually practical items to help them start their new life together. These visits are more than just social calls, they're a way to reinforce community ties and express gratitude. It's during this time that the couple begins their life as a team, working together to navigate the responsibilities of married life. What's fascinating is how these traditions emphasize selflessness over self-focus. The Amish wedding experience reminds us that love, for them, is about shared faith, commitment, and community rather than grand gestures or fleeting moments of passion. So while the idea of sharing your wedding night with siblings in the next bed might sound unimaginable to most, for the Amish, it's a natural part of their values. It's a reminder of what matters most: faith, family, and a humble start to a lifelong partnership. If there's one thing to take away from this, it's how different cultures and traditions can reshape our understanding of love and marriage. The Amish way might not be for everyone, but it's a beautiful example of how simplicity can create profound meaning. What do you think about these unique traditions? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories about the world's most intriguing cultures and customs.